What if I told you that you might be more exhausted by your partner's hearing loss than they are? Sounds backwards, right? But think about it. You're the one repeating yourself, rephrasing mid sentence, translating jokes at dinner, and watching for nods instead of connection. You're carrying the relationship, one exhausting interaction at a time, and that burden, it's real. It has a name, and it's quietly unraveling the bond you and your partner have built together.
If you're navigating hearing loss or struggling with ringing in your ears, then you've come to the right place. The All Ears Hearing and Tinnitus podcast is your go-to source for expert insights, real stories, and cutting-edge solutions in hearing health. We'll dive into the latest advancements in hearing healthcare, explore groundbreaking treatments for tinnitus, and offer practical tips for better hearing. Here to help you tune into a world of better hearing, here's your host from Timpanogos Hearing and Tinnitus, Dr. Layne Garrett.
I'm Dr. Layne Garrett, founder of Timpanogos Hearing and Tinnitus here in Utah, and today we're going to discover what so many couples don't know. When hearing loss goes untreated, it doesn't just affect one person, it impacts both of you. Let me tell you about Sarah and Tom. For nearly 30 years, they talked about everything: what to have for dinner, what their dreams were, what type of dog food they should have. They were very connected. Then Tom's hearing started fading, gradually, imperceptibly, until suddenly everything was louder except him. The TV blared, phone calls became arguments, jokes got missed, and friends stopped including them. Sarah became the gatekeeper, the interpreter, the buffer. But the worst part wasn't the loud TV or answering for him. The worst part was what disappeared in silence: the shared laugh, the whispered "I love you," and the ordinary magic of just being in sync. Sarah told me, "I felt like I was slowly disappearing from my own marriage." That's not drama. That's what untreated hearing loss does to connection. The World Health Organization calls this phenomenon a third-party disability, when one person's condition affects the life and emotional health and daily functioning of their partner. And the research backs this up. A foundational study using the Significant Other Scale for hearing disability found that almost every spouse of someone with hearing loss reported some level of this effect. Meanwhile, the National Council on Aging reports that among older adults, 1 in 3 people between 65 and 74 have hearing loss, and nearly half of people over 75 have a hearing loss. Let that sink in. The statistics aren't just about one person, they're about both of you. Helping your partner hear helps you to heal. So why does it feel so draining? Because your brain is having to work overtime. You're repeating yourself, you're clarifying, and you're translating all the time. You're not just their spouse anymore, you're a walking captioning app with a 5-second delay. Research shows that untreated hearing loss not only increases risk of isolation, anxiety, and depression for the person with the hearing loss, but the partner is deeply affected in the same ways. Your brain is just tired, your heart is frustrated, and your spirit is slowly pulling back to protect itself. If you recognize this, if you feel drained, unseen, or unheard, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We break down real research like this every week. Plain English, no jargon, so you and your partner can protect your hearing, your brain, and your relationship. Here's something most people don't hear. There is a way back. Modern hearing aids are not the bulky squealers of the past. They're smart, sleek, and often AI-powered, and many pair directly with smartphones and TVs. But more importantly, they reconnect couples. They bring back the jokes, the spontaneous, "Hey, look at this," the subtle joy of being heard the first time. And when that happens, everything changes. The stress drops, the resentment lifts, and the laughter returns. Tom told me later, "I didn't realize how much I was missing, not just sounds, but me and my wife. I thought I was fine. I didn't realize she was drowning." And Sarah told me through tears, "I have my husband back. You saved our marriage." So if this feels like your story, what do? You start the conversation. Gently, honestly, and courageously. Not with blame, but with vulnerability. Try this. "I miss us. I miss laughing together. I feel alone sometimes, and I don't want to keep drifting." Then show them this video. Not to shame them, not to accuse them, but to say, "This is real. This is us, and I believe we can reconnect." Untreated hearing loss steals more than sound. It steals connection. But you don't have to keep losing. Getting tested isn't just a medical step, it's a relationship repair, a reunion, a second chance. If you're ready to take that first step and you're here in Utah, we'd love to have you schedule a visit with us. You can find a link on our website. And if you're not quite ready, you can explore our Learning Center for free guides and videos that can help you understand your next steps. I'll leave links below. Because better hearing isn't just about your ears, it's about your heart, your home, and the people you love most. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.
A world of better hearing and relief from tinnitus is within reach, and we're here to help. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast right now and join us on the journey to clearer sound and a richer life. Thanks for listening to the All Ears Hearing and Tinnitus podcast with Dr. Layne Garrett. We'll see you next time.